Guided by trainer Lee Campbell, 235-kilo Michael Geraghty lost an impressive 25 kilos in the first 40 days.
Today, you are 210.
Wow.
But when left to his own devices, Michael lost all control.
Well, we put weight on there, 2.1 kilos.
Good.
I'm feeling very disappointed about Michael. I think he has not achieved what he needs to achieve. He's let himself down, but also let me down. I'm finding more and more excuses and not putting in the work he needs to do.
Despite a face that's denying any wrongdoing, the data from Michael's SenseWear armband is telling a different story. He's eating way too many calories.
Yeah, I started with great gusto, I guess. I got good results early, but then as time's gone on, it's slowed down, which it always does, but that really, it really gets to you in the head, I guess. I know I'm putting in the effort, and I'm not seeing the results that I think I should be seeing. You know, it's making me rethink the surgical options and, you know, what's going to be best.
Do you think there's some block there at the moment? Because we started off strong, and you'd have to admit you've plateaued and we're not sort of going anywhere at the moment.
You know, when I look at the scales, you know, you try hard with the diet, you're working still hard with the exercise, and the scale just doesn't give it to you.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, but I think I'm in the mindset at the moment where I think now the surgery is still the valid option to assist me as part of that exercise, diet.
So that's what you're contemplating now? You're basically saying, I can't do this by myself? Is that where you're at?
Look, I think so. It just seems so simple. You get off of the couch and you exercise and it should work. But it just doesn't fit, you know, it just doesn't happen.
Fearing his massive weight will kill him, Hannah has told Michael she doesn't want a child she'll have to bring up alone. So he's decided to get a sleeve gastrectomy, which will remove 2/3 of his stomach and cut down its capacity for food. He also needs to finally convince Hannah that he's doing all this for their future. A future that can only be together. And that means making it official.
This year's been a long journey. I'd made that decision to do something, you know, with me and Hannah and to make us a family.
I would like to have more children, and he'd be a good dad. He's been a good dad to the 2 boys that I already have. I don't know, I don't have any bling on my finger yet. So, if he's the one, well, he's going to have to, how does that song go? Put a ring on it.
Yeah, no, that's really nice. I like the look of that.
Michael's hatched a plan that will further change his life. He's been secretly organising the moment that Hannah has been waiting for.
Well, I've booked a cruise. We're off on a cruise for a couple of days. So it's time to put a ring on it, I guess, as Hannah keeps saying to me. So now's the time.
The penny started to drop. And I guess once he was on one knee, it was obvious, and yeah.
I think she's this princess, and you know that I want to look after her and make things special, you know. And yeah, hey, going down on one knee, I mean, hey, it's a big effort for a big unit.
You know, you have your little fantasies as a girl, and that was never really one of mine. I always thought that happened to other girls, not to girls like me that are a bit hard to handle.
Michael's now proudly engaged.
We're here.
He's taken another step towards being the man he so wants to be. For gastric surgery, Michael needs to weigh under 200 kilos, and that means losing another 12 very quickly.
I'm now down to soups, and I've got the low jewel jellies as well, which Hannah's made up for me.
Let's talk about the operation. What's the reason you want to do it, and then where's the fear around not doing it?
The reason I want to do it is because I think it's one of the healthier options of the weight loss surgery suite. The sleeve itself is just altering the size, physically altering the size of the stomach, and everything else functions the same way.
but I'm now restricted as to how much I can eat because the stomach is considerably smaller. Not losing the weight is not an option for me now. Like, I've made my mind up that this is now the time, and one way or another, it's going to happen.
Michael's now lost more than 35 kilos, so he's under the 200 kilo limit for his gastrectomy operation. And today is the big day.
Well, he's going in for the surgery and I'm feeling very anxious. Hence I'm doing things to keep myself busy. I'm not coping well at the moment.
I had a call last night from the anaesthetist giving me a heads up to the things I can expect today, and so that sort of caused a little bit more concern. For people my size, they have trouble putting the breathing pipe, whatever it is, so they do that prior to putting you out. And also the fact of finding veins and things like that for the surgery as well is also complicated with obese people.
You should ring your mum and tell her what's happening.
I have.
Oh.
A bit nervous, a bit apprehensive about going in. It's my first trip to hospital, first anaesthetic. You know, I knew there was going to be, risks with doing it, so... But the risks of not doing it are great too.
There.
If you can just stay, Annie.
Bye.
The stuff have been reassuring, but there's still been this underlying, but at his size, this and this with the anaesthesia, and that's got me nervous. I'm concerned, but I'll be confident when he comes out and I see that he's okay and he's awake and nothing's gone wrong. But he did in the car remind me where his life insurance papers were.